Promised we'd get back to some of the draft stuff. So Dane Brugler, friend of the show, for the Athletic National guy, has a mock draft with a trade. He has the Browns trading both first-round picks, theirs and the Jaguars, and their second-round pick to move up to number 1 overall and then select Fernando Mendoza. Longtime Browns beat reporter Tony Grossi reacted to that trade.
You would do the 2 number 1s and the 2 for Mendoza right now. You're leaning that way.
Right now, I would say yes, but yeah, I might have a different answer at the combine. I honestly think that the New York Jets will overpay to get Mendoza, and there's no way the Browns can compete with what they have. So I don't think Mendoza is reachable, to be honest with you, for the Browns, because the Jets will do it. They have 5 number 1s over the next 2 years, and they'll do what it takes to get them.
So Jeff, I don't know that and I haven't seen Mendoza enough to know if I'd give both number 1s and a number 2 for him. If you do that, this offense needs so much. You better be darn sure that's your guy.
Yeah, there's no question about that, And look, the price is the price. It's like going to buy a car now. There's no negotiating it like there used to be back in the day. The price is the price. So if you want to get to 1, and we'll see where this goes between where they're currently sitting and the Jets, basically with the same record, but the only reason the Jets are 1 spot behind, obviously, is they hold the victory over the Cleveland Browns. But yeah, that's the cost. I mean, and keep in mind, guys, we just did this last year, traded from 2 to 5. So we know what this deal kind of looks like that high up in the draft. I have no problem with Mendoza. I think this year you got to see it. Look, he had people that were raving about him going from Cal to Indiana. There were folks that were all over Mendoza. So the pressure was on Mendoza getting to Indiana. And let's see what he did. 12-0 in the Big Ten, essentially flawless. Are there things you would like? Would you prefer the arm to be a tad bit stronger? Sure, who wouldn't? But it is interesting, though, with Moore at Oregon. And the early talk with Moore was, they think he's going to come back. Well, NIL is great. But is NIL going to get him $35 million guaranteed? Because where Moore most likely is going to go in the 2026 NFL draft, $35 million guaranteed would probably be the floor for what he is going to get. So I don't believe there is any university in America that is going to write a $35 million check. His offensive coordinator has left Oregon. The defensive coordinator is leaving Oregon. Moore, 1 year younger than Mendoza. And this is the thing, I think, is if you love Mendoza, I think you think that there's the possibility Moore, being a year younger, a little less experienced, could maybe even have a higher ceiling. So if this, and we'll see the way it plays out, maybe the Browns get into a position where, hey, we don't really have to do anything. We can get one of these 2 guys with our pick, which we'll see how the way this plays out. But for anybody that thinks the Browns aren't in the quarterback business, you got to be kidding yourself, because you do not get this close and have the guys there and then say, oh, okay, well, maybe hopefully 2027 we'll get the same scenario. If these guys are attainable, one of them will be wearing orange and brown.